This is the new Honda 2016 Snowblower. For 2016, after many years of being unchanged, Honda has changed their two-stage snowblowers. Now, as many of you already know, Honda snowblowers are definitely one of the best snowblowing machines out there. Extremely reliable engines. This is one of the first years Honda has made the snowblowers all in the USA, except the engine. So it's all made in the USA, I believe at their North Carolina facility. And this Honda snowblower is the 32-inch model. So it's 32 inches wide, and it's about 21 inches off the ground, 21 inches high. Although don't let that fool you, this machine will tackle snow way above 21 inches high. It does include this stick here, although that's in the very unlikely event you'll need that. The only reason why they include that is because the competitors do, and it looks good there. Very sharp serrated teeth with a larger impeller on the new 2016 design. Now, this snowblower is the 32-inch model, but this is the HSS1332ATD model, which is the deluxe model. If it's the ATD, that gives you a battery in here, so it's electric start. All you do is turn the key, and it gives you an LED hour meter. And the ATD model has what's called a double articulated chute. So this whole piece is black, not just this piece on the other ones, but all this. So the double articulated chute is going to offer you more precise control over where you're throwing the snow. And the new 2016 model, what are the biggest changes Honda made this year? They did an LED headlight, so it's brighter, doesn't burn out. They did an electronic joystick to control the chute. That's very reliable. That's been on the Canadian Honda snowblowers for many years, and it's been on the US 36-inch model. Honda was able to finally get rid of that old crank handle. That you had to turn around and around to get the chute to move up and down or left and right. And now it is electronic joystick. Works very good, works very fast. Also works while you're in motion and while snow is in the chute too. Also, something that only Hondas have is you can lift the auger deck off the ground for doing on grassy surfaces or gravel driveways, all by the press of this thumb lever right here. You just press that with your thumb, and there's a gas operated strut right here, and it allows the snowblower to go up and down. So auger height adjustment. No other snowblower has that other than Honda's. And so if you want to make it be a ½ inch off the ground for doing on grass, or an inch off the ground for doing on grass, or a gravel driveway where you don't want stones getting thrown out, you can do that. You can also press the lever to make it level, or press the level to make it go and bite down, so you can scrape a driveway with packed snow, or where there was a driveway that had tire tracks. So this machine is for commercial applications and large driveways, the 32-inch model. Definitely worth it for the deluxe model with the battery and electric start, the double articulated chute, because the deluxe model, it's only a couple $100 more, and the other model is just the pull start, which this one still has the recoil handle, so in the event of a dead battery you can still pull start the engine. And big large gas can here with glove friendly gas cap, built-in fuel gauge right there. And also in the 2016 model, they made the muffler quieter. They were able to do some things with the muffler, so this snowblower is not as loud as last year's model. Coming over here, the 32-inch model is only available in tracks. So you can only get the 32-inch model in a tracked version. They make the 24-inch and the 28-inch with either wheels or tracks, but the 32 and 36-inch models are only available with these tracks. This snowblower will go over any uneven terrain, climb any hill, any steep driveway. It's no match for this machine. This will never lose traction. It'll just keep climbing and climbing up any incline, any driveway with a hill on it. And these here were white on last year's model. Now they're black. So this is the new 2016 design, and this is here to stay for a few years. Last year's model, you know, that was unchanged for many years. And we have reversible skid shoes right there. You can also put heavy duty skid shoes there. These holes are for an optional drift braking kit. And also, one of the biggest changes I didn't mention yet on the new 2016 Snowblower is fingertip steering. That's what these two are right here. This and there. On last year's track model, if you wanted to turn it, you had to do it pretty much by hand. This machine, you're not going to have to drag at all. This machine is going to steer itself. You just press for left turn or right turn. You would just squeeze in the handlebars right there, and the machine will turn to the right. Now, if you squeeze both of these levers while the machine is off, you can push it freehand in neutral. And while the machine's in motion, if you press both of the handles, it'll lock out the transmission while, you know, its key still has the auger going and still has, you can still have that pressed down. If you want to briefly just stop it, you can do that. Because the way it operates, you know, you have your hydrostatic transmission, forward, neutral, reverse, you know, so any gear in between. There is no 1, 2, 3, 4 gears. So anything in between, there's your throttle speed. So when you lock down the auger clutch, you do that first and hold that down with your right hand, and then when you press the drive clutch down, it'll hold that handle down, so you can operate the snowblower with just your left hand, and it frees your right hand to control the joystick for the electric chute, and you can use your right hand for those features. So if you wanted to stop while your hands are on these bars, you would just squeeze in the handles, and that's going to lock out the transmission in the neutral if you want to stop the machine. Otherwise, you can let go on both the levers, and that's going to stop the machine immediately too. So it's a very nice machine. Once it snows, we're going to do another video of it in action. It'll blow snow further than any of the competitors out there, and definitely will be a great machine. We'll get plenty of years of use out of it. So to start it, I have the fuel valve off right now. So we're going to put the fuel valve on right there. We're going to pull the choke out. And there's the electric start on the ATD model with built-in hour meter. And that's an auger indicator light. In the event there's a problem with the auger, that red light will come on. Go, 2016 brand new Honda Snowblower. There's your throttle right there. Once it snows, we'll definitely do another video of it in action. It's a very nice machine. It's quieter than our old Toro that we had. And the Honda engine is definitely going to be a great engine. It'll pull start on the first pull, but I think it's definitely worth a couple $100 extra for the ATD model, which gives you the battery, the electric start, built-in hour meter, and then of course a double articulated chute. In the track models, they're not, you know, any bulkier or harder to use or harder to handle or maneuver at all than the ones with the tires. You know, the 32-inch is only a track model, but I definitely recommend it because only on the track models can you adjust your auger height, you know, up and down for doing on grassy terrain or gravel driveway. You know, on all other brands of snowblowers, if you want to lift the deck up off the ground, you're going to have to do it, you know, by hand. You're not going to have a lever that's going to hold the machine, you know, up for you. This is the only machine, so it's definitely ahead of its time with that feature. And you know, last year's models did have that on a foot pedal down here, but it was only 3 position. With this new lever here, you can adjust the deck of the auger height any position you want, 1/2 inch off the ground, inch off the ground, you know, 4 inches off the ground for transporting it or going into a deep snow drift or big snowbank. So this is definitely the machine right here. This is the one that's going to tackle Mother Nature now. If you have any questions at all, feel free to write them in the comment section. I did my research before I bought a new snowblower, and this was the best model. Honda was later this year at getting the 2016 models to dealers because this is the first year Honda has made the snowblowers in the USA, with the exception of the engine. And also Honda did have a little piece in the transmissions on the 28-inch and 24-inch models that was causing them trouble, and Honda wanted to straighten that out before the machines left the dealer, or left the factory to the dealers. But the 32-inch never had any issues, and these machines come with a 3-year warranty, and there won't be any problems at all with this machine. So check back in a later video. We'll do a video of it when it snows. If you have any questions, write them in the comments section. But what a beautiful machine.